What's shaking YouTubenites? Welcome to the weekly Comic Shaker Report, where we look at books that shook on the aftermarket. But while you pour yourself a cold one, get comfortable and hang tight. We got surprises too tonight, so let's see what we got on the wall.
Would you start? Nothing can stop that now.
Love that one. Love that one. It's
Good.
You said you wanted to say something. What was it again? What was it?
You know what? It's Thursday, and I got to do the Tuesday show, and I know that's Laura's favorite intro, like, of all time. So, if it's just you and me, Lando, I really think we need a partner. We need a tag team partner. I did Laura a favor by pitching in for you on Tuesday. Maybe we can get her to pitch in for us. What do you think?
It would kind of feel like the multiverse, right? Usually she's like the host, and we're doing the reads. What would it be like if Laura were to read? Let's find out. Laura, welcome to the multiverse.
I'm here. I'm in backstage, like burning my nails ready. Hi, guys. Hi.
Laura can't read. What are you talking about?
Stop it. Stop it.
I have not read since TiVo, so this is going to be interesting for me. I haven't done it in a while. I'm a little rusty.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm excited, man.
Laura, we're happy to have you here on Thursdays, Laura. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yep. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be a blast. We even got some first timers here. So just so you guys know, it's not usually this setup. You know what I mean? Laura's been holding it down forever. And now she's going to be on reads tonight. So I'm excited. Laura, thank you so much. Marty's not here. Unfortunately, he's under the weather. So Laura's joining us tonight. We're going to go through some of the shakers. But before we do, let's go around the horn. Chris, we'll give it to you. And then we'll head off to Laura.
Yeah. I'm very grateful to be here. It's been a long week, even though I saw you guys on Tuesday. You in the chat, I missed you guys. I love talking comics, and we got a great list tonight. Like a really good list, like geek supreme worthy list tonight, and I dig it.
Yeah, it is an interesting one for sure. Laura, tell us what's up.
This is nice. Like, I don't have to host. I don't have to be in charge of anything. I'm just going to sit back and read and talk comics with you guys. It's going to be fun. Thanks for having me.
You don't got to thank us. Thank you for being here, guys. It's like, like I said, I'm excited because Laura's on reads. You just said it. You get to kick back, relax. You don't got to do none of the hosting stuff, and you make it look so easy every week. There's so much stuff here to do on the hosting side. Like, shout out to the chat because we love you guys. Highlighting the chat is like a task on its own, but everything else, you make it look so smooth, so easy. So thank you for always crushing it, killing it. But tonight,
hold on, Lando. Before you get going, shout out to Red Hood Comic because he just dropped us a tip. So thank you so much for the super chat, Red Hood.
Joe.
You are awesome. Thank you very, very much. We'll make sure that goes to pay for. I don't know.
It's Laura's next beer is what it's going to be.
Yes, I'm already one in. So yeah, Joe, you guys, he's like the best presser in the game. So if you need your books pressed, go to Joe, Red Hood.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Awesome. You know what? I might pick him up on that because I need somebody to do some pressing on some books. So
he's the only person I trust. Yeah.
Yeah. Red Hood, hit me up on Instagram. So because I got books I can send your way for some jobs. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. If only I was in the great United States of America, I'd do the same. But it's probably going to cost me more to ship them to him than to press them. Imagine.
Probably,
yeah.
But anyways, guys, let's kick off the show. Of course, it's the weekly Shaker Show, and this list comes from our friends over at Cover Price, focusing on new high sales or the most interesting sales found on their exclusive daily Shaker list. The list changes several times every day, so make sure to check it every single day to review some of the hottest trending books in the market. To kick it off, Chris, let's go with book number 1.
Oh man, this is so cool. Some of you may be looking at this cover, going, why is Badgie from Lower Decks on a comic book cover from 1996? But this is not Badgie. This is actually the JavaScript mascot from Sun Microsystems. Here we have The Amazing Adventures of Duke, a comic book by Sun Microsystems from 1996. The Amazing Adventures of Duke #1 was published in 1996 by Sun Microsystems. It is a one-of-a-kind comic created to promote the Java programming language. It follows Duke, a Java mascot, as he embeds on adventures and the highlight of features of Java. What makes this comic especially interesting is not just the unique purpose or the story, but the talented artists involved. The cover art is credited to Neil Adams. So his Neil Adams' renowned studio, Continuity Studio, which suggests that Adams may not have personally drawn the cover, but his influence and direction were present, making it one of the studio's more rare and unconventional works. This comic was lightly handed out at the Java 1 convention by Sun Microsystems in 1997 in the Worldwide Developer Conference held in April in San Francisco, which means it's limited to distribution, probably only found on the West Coast, and it was mainly used for corporate events rather than traditional comic book shops. The scarcity has made The Amazing Adventures of Duke #1 a rare and highly sought after collector's item, with this week's new all-time sale of $395 for a very fine raw copy. This won't be an easy book to find in the wild, but the good news is not many will know what they have if they have it, because chances are they're probably not comic book collectors. Happy hunting. And by the way, if you're still running Java, patch that system, because boy, do you have a lot of vulnerability.
Yep.
Yeah, I've never seen this before, ever. I didn't even know this was a thing. It makes me feel very ignorant whenever I come on the Shaker Show. I'm like, I'm collecting wrong.
And Lando, I did not add to that. That's how long the read was.
Yeah, no, I was totally playing with you, obviously joking backstage, but very interesting. Neil Adams, dude. I loved Neil Adams. I had the opportunity to meet him, like I said in the past, at Montreal Comic Con, and like he was such an awesome guy to just chop it up with. It was surprising because you go back to this con that I had met him at maybe 10 years ago, and it was relatively quiet. His line was not as intense as I thought it would be, and yeah, man, I was blessed enough to chop it up with him. This book being on this list is so interesting. It's quite a premium for a VF, right?
Yeah. And I met Neil Adams at a convention probably about 7 years ago. I got him to autograph the Superman versus Muhammad Ali lithograph. And I have a couple copies of that book also, but I didn't get those until later on. His work is amazing. I don't know how much influence he had on this, but there's not really a lot of art, on the cover. It's very easy to assume that he said, yeah, go do this, and they did it. I love the caption at the bottom: the net's smoothest code, man.
Yeah.
It's totally something a 90s programmer would put on there, thinking like, this'll win me some points.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. But guys, The Amazing Adventures of Duke #1 comes in as Shaker #1 by Sun Microsystems. Back in 1996, had a top sale for a raw VF at $395. Laura, for your first read of 2025, what do we have?
All right, shaker number 2. We have the Astonishing Wolf-Man number 18, the Frank Cho 1-in-25 ratio from Image back in 2009. Invincible 3 is in full swing, and fans are seeing many heroes on the screen for the first time. After all, Invincible has a massive universe that was heavily fleshed out thanks to the miniseries like Guarding the Globe, Tech Jacket, and this gem of a series, The Astonishing Wolf-Man. At the time, Invincible wasn't quite the juggernaut it is now, with low print runs galore, and this series is no different. It's mostly flown under the radar until recently, thanks to the most recent episode of Invincible. However, his absence has been noticed, with fans clamoring for Robert Kirkman to bring him into the fold, barring any licensing issues. Well, their wish was fulfilled. Fans scoured the aftermarket with Wolfman gems. One fan recently stumbled upon this book, an astounding 1-in-25 variant from Frank Cho that screams rabid monster, which Wolfman is supposedly not. As mentioned, this series wasn't incredibly popular at the time of release, so it's extremely rare for an LCS to order enough to hit the ratio. Hence the scarcity of this book. Heck, CGC doesn't even note a variant on their census. There are just 3 copies on the books, all CGC 9.8s, and 1 is signed. It's a ghost book that's seeing a rise in popularity as new fans discover the rich world of Invincible, and one fan paid the price to make it theirs. Recently, a near mint raw copy hit the market and sold for $525. That's a $25 jump from the previous high of $500 established last month. Before that, it had a high of $115 way back in 2019 and a minor sale of $35 in 2021. Not long after the first episode of Invincible aired, so it's going to be interesting to see how much further Wolfman can be involved in the series, but fans are keeping their eyes peeled for this book in the meantime. I think I need to watch this show.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to just bite the bullet.
Come on,
I
man.
mean, we are 3 seasons in. Every episode is better than the last. This last episode that just aired today was just jaw-dropping. It was full engagement the entire time.
Oh, yeah. Dude, this book selling at how much again, Laura? Can you repeat?
I mean, a raw went for $525.
Damn! Raw, guys. Raw. This is not a CGC 9.8, which, by the way, there's only 3 total on the census. And the 3 of them are 9.8s. So 2 of them being universal. 1 is a signature series. It just shows you. Yeah. Scarcity on this one. I don't think there's many copies of this one out there, man, in a 1-in-25. This is a ghost book, as you just said. This is wild. I totally understand this pricing. Laura, you got to watch the show. You really got to watch the show.
I'm thinking I have to. I think I watched episode 1 originally, and that's kind of what turned me off to it. I was like, this isn't for me. But maybe if I can keep pushing, I'll see more of the actual storyline versus just the violence.
Yeah. The story.
There's definitely a lot of violence. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. If it
is a violent show.
Yeah. If you ain't a fan of violence, you're definitely not going to enjoy yourself on the show. But
I'm not a fan of violence that doesn't have a purpose. If it's actually important to the narrative, then fine. But if it's just there just to be there, it doesn't do anything for me.
I don't know if I would say any of it's gratuitous. There's always payoff.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like Chris said, there's always a payoff. But speaking payoffs or paying at all, the Astounding Wolf-Man issue 18, Frank Cho variant, 1-in-25 by Image, 2009, had a top sale for a raw near mint at a very impressive, an astounding $525. Chris, I think you're going to talk about Laura's favorite book.
It's my favorite book. Oh my God.
This is such a beautiful cover. Oh my goodness. How astounding is this? We have Batgirl number 23 by the Joshua Middleton cover by DC Comics in 2018. Joshua Middleton began his career in the year 2000 as a penciler on the indie comic Meriden and had his big break in 2003 when him and Joe Quesada created the book NYX for Marvel Comics. He jumped to DC Comics within the next year when his contract expired, and eventually left the comic book industry to explore conceptual art and animation. Middleton returned to the comic book scene in 2010 as a cover artist for Aquaman and Batgirl. His cover for Batgirl 23 was hot right out of the gate and quickly became a $50 raw book within a month of release. Graded 9.8s in 2022, peaked at $250, but it has slowly been climbing back as recent sales in January touched the $200 mark. Bird City Comics released 2 homages to this cover last year, one by Jenny Friesen, the other one by Derek Chu, and a foil version of the Middleton cover, which may have sparked a renewed interest in the original. This week, a raw near-mint copy of the original Middleton variant was sold for an all-time high of $145. Homages and foil reprints have been in vogue recently as retailers look to turn up the profits, but in this case, it's not all bad when the boost comes from the original book.
It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Beautiful. And Middleton's work on Aquaman was phenomenal. He's one of those multifaceted artists where like you can't necessarily identify one style. He can go this direction with a beautiful watercolor look, and then he can go a completely different way where he had like the Aquaman stuff looks very oil. It's gorgeous. He's amazing.
Yeah, this is a beautiful book. I mean, just absolutely stunning.
Did you see Jenny Friesen's version of this, Chris?
I do, yeah. Like Jenny Friesen's version of this is very clean. Derek Chu's is kind of dark and gritty, but I like both of those artists. But man, it just doesn't hold a candle to this. There's something about the lines. I don't know what it is.
I agree. You know, it's funny you guys say some of the things you were saying, because when you go back to the Marvel stuff and you're looking at like the Knicks comics or even the New Mutants, like progressively you see his artwork change. As you said, like his styles are they vary, right? And
a lot, yeah.
When you get to Aquaman and the DC stuff, Batgirl, like it's like he hits a whole new level, and it's really incredible work. I totally understand Laura's obsession with this cover, because it's absolutely stunning. It's a
so Laura, Laura, your store had a foil version of this, right? This cover,
right? Yeah,
and it was like limited to 500.
It was, but we had a little bit of an issue with it because there was like roller marks on it, but it turned out really nice. The ones that did print well, it was beautiful.
I have to imagine that this in foil would, I mean, it's already stunning. It would just be breathtaking.
It makes her like helmet kind of just not helmet. What would you call it? Face piece? Well, either way, it makes that shininess just kind of hit. Same with her hair. I don't know. It's good. I don't think we have any more though. I don't even know if I own one, to be honest.
To be honest, Chris, I'm not the biggest fan of foils, but I think spot foils on this would be pretty cool.
I wish they would let us do that. That would be cool.
Yeah, I think it would be pretty dope. Chris, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Oh, I'm in love.
There you go. Well, may you be in love, sir. Batgirl,
She pretty.
Yeah,
she is. She's beautiful.
Very stunning. Batgirl 23, guys. Joshua Middleton variant by DC in 2018 had a top sale for a raw near mint at $145. Laura, what do we got next?
All right. Up next, we have Clive Barker's Hellraiser number 8, the Tim Bradstreet from Boom Studios back in 2011. All right. This week, our Shakers list features a gift that adds a key element to Barker's universe. Issue number 8 is marked as the first appearance of Kirsty Cotton, transformed into the replacement for Pinhead, becoming the next embodiment for the Cenobite. Cenobite?
The what?
Priest of Hell. We're going to say Cenobite. I think that's how you say that.
Herberflinger. Bert Hermgeif. Irv Hermlinger. Bing Livehanger. Livelink. Bert Herkern. Bingo Ling fucker.
Yeah, I don't think I earned it. I don't think it was there yet.
Oh, come on.
Nah,
Halfway.
anyway.
You get one. You get one.
Although we received this adaptation in 2022 on Hulu's Hellraiser, it appears no one was keen on this book being a staple for the series, and thus it flew under the radar. Fortunately, a true horror enthusiast recognized this book's value, and we received an all-time high sale of $350 for a CGC 9.8. To add to this, we can't deny Tim Bradstreet's incredible detail on this cover. At first glance, one would have expected this to be a photo cover. However, upon closer scrutiny, this is truly an exquisite rendition of Pinhead himself. A true example of artwork at its finest and a great addition to any Hellraiser collection. Lastly, there is also an elusive 1 in 10 virgin incentive out there that has yet to surface. Keep a strong lookout for this one, as it will stand out for its rarity.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to admit that I've never seen the Hellraiser movie series, but I'm familiar with who Pinhead is. I'm looking at this though, and I'm really confused because I see the nails going through his hand into his head. So did he nail his hand to his face?
No, he gave himself a very aggressive face palm, is what it looks like.
They're pins, and it's like, yeah, he's microneedling.
Whatever. I think that's something very detailed to be looking at right now. I think it's just a face palm, and he went right through. But still, Pinhead, guys.
Oh, I see how you're seeing it. You're thinking that he just
Yeah, like he just gave himself a face palm, right?
I was seeing it Chris's way. Like he went through.
Because I mean, if you give yourself a face palm and you got all these pins going into your head, you would just push the pins further into your head. You wouldn't push them through your hand.
Yeah, Lando. Now what?
So he has to have like put his hand on his face and then had somebody push the pins into his, checkerboard head.
If Pinhead didn't face palm himself on this cover, I'm positive the chat is face palming themselves over this discussion, because besides that, guys, Pinhead is just, when it comes to horror stuff, I always think, you think Pinhead, you think Jason, you think Freddy. I can't believe you didn't watch it in the 80s. But I also understand you're not the biggest fan of zombies. I don't think horror is your favorite thing, Chris, right?
Honestly, I just never really got around to it. I mean, I don't have any problem with the art. I'm just confused at what I'm looking at.
The art's phenomenal. It looks like a photo.
Oh yeah, the art, the quality of the art is incredible. It does look like a photo, but it is brushstrokes. The artist did a lot of amazing work here. I'm just confused.
He's overthinking it. It's Chris. That's what he does.
Yeah.
He's our yo-yo guy. But guys, besides that, Clive Barker's Hellraiser number 8, the Tim Bradstreet regular cover by Boom Studios 2011, had a top sale for a CGC 9.8 at $350. Laura, what do we got next?
I
think this is me.
Oh, sorry, Chris. My bad.
So we got Cry for Dawn number 1. This is the third print by Cry for Dawn Productions in 1989. Joseph Linzer is known for his pinup cover art style, with his most famous creation being Dawn, the goddess of birth and rebirth. Cry for Dawn featured Dawn as the MC for the series, which ran for 9 issues and featured a variety of guest creators, with one constant being Dawn featured on each cover. Dawn would star in her self-titled series, which was published by Sirius Entertainment in 1995 before moving to Image Comics, and finally a team up with Vampirilla for Dynamite Entertainment. The first issue of Cry for Dawn is her first appearance, what's interesting is that each of these 3 printings has increased in value over the years, and all have hit 4 figures for the graded 9.8s. The recently sold for $1,200 last July. Second print sold for $1,250 in December, and this week a third print sold for a $1,400 all-time high for a graded 9.8. The first recorded sale of a 9.8. While the first printing has over 400 copies and only 27 graded as 9.8, the third print is significantly rarer, with only 73 graded copies and seven at the grade of 9.8.
Wow.
Hard to think of what a comic book series with multiple printings worth 4 figures each, but when it comes to Cry for Dawn, you might want to consider grabbing any printing you see of this book in the wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude. CGC 980, $1,400. You said there were 7 of them on the census?
7 of them at 9.8. Yeah. Whenever I'm digging through the long boxes, I always grab Dawn books because I don't know much about the series and I don't know which ones are worth money, but I'm always surprised how many of them are just, $1, $2 books. And I really wonder if it's because they just don't sell often or they really aren't worth anything. So I don't know. I always pick them up. I got a stack of Dawn books. I don't have this one, but I do have a stack of Dawn books, and it's just kind of, interesting that I think this is one of the characters that gets a lot of attention and a lot of people spend a lot of money on certain books, but you don't see much about Dawn.
Yeah. Laura?
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. We did an homage to one of these books, and it was the artwork that really stood out to me. The Cry for Dawn issue 1. You guys, I don't want to say too much without getting us kicked off. The one where she has her ass in the air and she's kind of leaning down.
Oh, you don't got to worry about getting kicked off. To be honest with you, I only have one problem with this particular cover.
You can hardly see them nipples.
Yeah, exactly. That's my problem with this cover. But
Who made this clip? Who added that clip?
I can't tell you. But continue, Laura. You were saying the one with the butt.
Yeah, some of these covers are insanely sexy. This is beautiful in the sense that it's not overly sexy, but it is at the same time. It kind of has that Dan Panesian effect when you're just looking at her eyes, or at least I'm looking at her eyes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Her eyes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Her eyes are up there.
It's one eye, guys. but yeah, anyways, it's a breathtaking cover. It is stunning. Third printing, you said there were 7 in 9/8 on the census, which is very, very low. But here you have it, guys. Cry for Dawn, #1, the third printing, Cry for Dawn Productions, 1989. What a glorious year. Top sale, CGC 9/8, $1,400. Laura, what do we have up next?
All right, next we have Fantastic Four 579. This is the direct edition from Marvel back in 2010. This issue marks the first appearance of the Future Foundation. The Fantastic Four's Reed Richard initially founded the Future Foundation. It essentially expands the Fantastic Four's mission to explore and innovate, focusing on solving global issues and advancing scientific knowledge. The team includes young prodigies and intellectuals from various backgrounds who work together on cutting-edge research and humanitarian efforts. They often deal with threats beyond traditional superhero battles. These high sales are likely due to the excitement and speculation associated with Marvel's summer movie, Fantastic Four: First Steps. It's rumored that the Future Foundation may be featured in the movie, with Marvel Studios seemingly leaning into more and more of the concepts developed by Jonathan Hickman and his run on Fantastic Four in the Avengers, which led to Secret Wars. It would not be surprising to see more of these key Hickman issues pop up. Recently, a graded 9.8 copy set a new high, selling for $299 on March 2nd, 2025. I'm so excited for this movie. I know people are torn on the trailer, but I think it's going to be great.
Agreed. Honestly, I stand with Laura 1,000%. The movie's going to be incredible. But yeah, Future Foundation stuff. I hope. I really want to see some Future Foundation stuff. Hopefully not too quick though. With the movie, maybe later on. do we get the Future Foundation Spider-Man suit eventually, right? Fantastic Four are going to be pretty much leading the charge in the MCU with the X-Men, of course, after Secret Wars. So with Spidey still being there, could we see that? I hope so.
Do we
Yeah.
get the Amazing Bagman?
Yeah, the Bagman. Dude, that costume, man. I feel like it got bigger than it should have. I don't know, man. It was everywhere.
Yeah, this is interesting. Okay, so I'm excited about the movie. I'm a fan of the Fantastic Four.
Okay.
I think the movie is going to be good. If I had this book, I would be selling.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have a hard time.
Yeah. I don't know if first appearance of Future Foundation is important enough to keep in my collection if I could get $300 for it. So that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, if it's first appearance of an important character, okay, yeah. If it's first appearance of like S.H.I.E.L.D., sure. Yeah. But Future Foundation, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of stories came out of the Future Foundation as they're on top of it as scaffolding, but I don't think that it's that exciting to have the first appearance of an organization.
Yeah.
Wait, go back to Vash's comment. You're not excited about Pedro as Reed? I don't know. I think it's gonna work.
Same. I honestly think I think Vanessa Kirby looks incredible as well.
Yeah.
My God, like that is the closest to Sue Storm we've ever gotten, in my opinion. Like, don't get me wrong, Jessica Alba was good times, but for different reasons. If you know what I mean. It's like
she was never Sue Storm. Like, I mean, yeah, everybody loved her because that was like her. I don't want to say her peak, but she was just like insanely gorgeous at that period. But she never fit for me. It was never.
No, she was not Sue. Not at all. No. Not at all. I think there's tons of great stuff headed our way this year. I see Reef talking about Superman. I'm excited about. I think Thunderbolts is going to surprise a lot of people. Not many expecting how good that is probably going to be. And Fantastic Four. I mean, we're being spoiled this year, guys. We Daredevil was off to a solid start. But Fantastic Four, I'm super excited.
You think Daredevil's off to a fantastic start?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the first issue.
Okay, I won't say anything. I disagree.
We are totally gonna have this discussion after the show, Laura.
Fine.
Oh my God.
Okay, fine.
I
won't say anything. No spoilers. Okay.
Yeah, but guys, Fantastic Four 579, the direct edition by Marvel in 2010, had a top sale of CGC 98 for $299. Now, before we move on to the next book, we just passed the halfway mark, slightly past it. Please do us all a favor. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. If you're catching the replay, comment below. Let us know what you guys thought about some of these books on the list tonight. Chris, take it away with the next one.
You guys know what you need to comment down below? What you need to comment down below is Happy Anniversary, Lando.
Oh,
hold on. I gotta.
That's what you guys need to put down below, because today is Lando's 18th anniversary with he and his wife. That's right. Somebody's stuck around with him for 18 years.
I was going to say, Chris, maybe at this point, we don't say happy anniversary. We say thank you, Marissa, for sticking around this long and dealing with me.
We love you, Lando. Happy anniversary. This is a special day for you. 18 years is something to be very proud of. And congratulations. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Put it down in the chat. Make it part of YouTube history. Happy 18th anniversary, Lando.
Thank you.
All right. So shaker number 7, we got Jennifer's Body, hardcover. By Frank Cho, cover B, by Boom Studios in 2009. In 2009, Jennifer's Body hit theaters as a cult favorite horror comedy starring Megan Fox. Miss Toe Thumbs.
Oh my gosh, nobody's looking at her toes. Nobody.
Or thumbs. She had toes for thumbs. The film, written by Juno screenwriter Diablo Cody, followed Jennifer, a cheerleader possessed by a demon, as she preyed on her male classmates. To accompany the film, Boom Studios released this original hardcore graphic novel expanding Jennifer's Body's universe with the stories from Rick Spears, Tim Seeley, Jim Maffold, Nikki Cook, and Ming Doyle. With no evidence of an ongoing comic series, this hardcover stands as the only major comic adaptation of the film. A recent sale of the Frank Cho B cover edition hit $135 on March 4th, a solid number considering that there is only one other recorded sale for this issue. The highest known sale peaked at $200 in January 2025, and the currently listed copies all have an asking price in that range. The scarcity of recorded sales suggests this book is both rare and tightly held by collectors, and they're probably tightly held because of the toe thumbs. While there's another hardcover variant by Eric Jones, no sales have been tracked for that edition either. Given the growing appreciation for Jennifer's Body as a cult classic and the increasing market for horror comics, this book's potential to climb even higher in value. Its status as a standalone adaptation makes it a unique collector's item, and with the horror continuing to thrive in the comic market, this could be a sleeper hit for long-term investors. Keep an eye on this one. But don't keep an eye on Megan Fox right now, because girl got some bad plastic surgery. I don't know what's going on.
Pretty. She was so pretty, and it's just like, Transformers. Everybody's talking about when she's like bent over the engine. Like that's like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was using her toe thumbs to fix the spark plugs in that engine.
I gotta Google this. You guys talk. I gotta Google it. I have to see what you're talking about.
Guys, I actually don't ask me why. I actually went to watch Transformers 1 with my kids this week in theater because they had March break. The kids are off, so they're doing these types of screenings, family days, whatever. I hadn't watched it, so I finally had the opportunity to watch it this week. I know I'm late as hell, but man, it was actually a good movie. Now, my kid is in a Transformers binge ever since Tuesday, so I last night watched Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, and Megan Fox, dude. Guys, no disrespect to Megan Fox, but I don't think she's done anything outside of Transformers that really impressed anybody. I mean, I don't even think anybody watched Transformers for her personal acting skills rather than Megan Fox and the actual Transformers. But I thought those movies, I still go back to them. They're a guilty pleasure. I really enjoy them. Jennifer's Body. Sure.
I'm all right, Lando, bring my screen up.
Here we go. I don't know if we're ready for this, guys.
Okay. Look at these toe thumbs. She's got toe thumbs.
Edited though, like
no, it's not. There are thousands of pictures of her with her hands like this, and they're all toe thumbs. It's like it is so disturbing. I cannot not see it.
All
right, take it down. Take it down.
Take it down, please.
It hurts my head.
I'm gonna be honest though, Chris. At no point would I ever be looking at her thumbs.
Right, like would that make you be like, no? I would not have guessed this was a Cho cover. I will say that. It doesn't strike me as Cho when I look at this. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, it strikes me as choking on vomit when I look at her thumbs.
Oh my gosh. You guys are just so critical. You got to find something. She's perfect. Well, she was. I will agree with Amanda that the plastic surgery's gotten a little out of hand, but
I see no physical issues with Jennifer with Megan Fox. Not one bit. Chris, thank you for pointing that out. But as we say,
I mean, don't let her get her thumb on you, okay? I mean, you don't want to be underneath her thumb.
She can never get her thumb on me. 18 years, guys. Don't forget. Thank you all for messaging me. And the DMs exploded since the shout out. So I really appreciate everybody reaching out. Thank you. But Jennifer's Body hardcover, Frank Show, cover B, Boom Studios, 2009 top sale, raw $135. What do we got up next?
Oh, is this me?
Laura.
Oh.
Yeah.
Marvel Adventures, number 59, from Marvel in 2010. Another week and another Scotty Young book sells for a new high. Scotty Young has a ton of books featured in the past year on our Shaker Report. Most recently mentioned 2 weeks ago, here, if you go to their website, you can click the link. Many covers from earlier in Young's career continue to climb in both demand and price. Books such as The Guardians of the Galaxy number 25, I have 2 of them, Deadpool number 1, and Iron Man Adventures number 1, I sold mine, have all seen a huge jump in aftermarket prices as available copies have dried up in many cases. This week, another Young cover from his earlier work back in 2010 makes an appearance here on our report. On March 4th, Marvel Adventures number 59 sold for $135 for a near mint copy.
Wow.
This issue is one of the last of this lower ordered series, so finding a copy could prove difficult. But if you come across one for cheap, it would be wise to scoop it up. I will say this, if you can find Scotty Young's style that looks like this, he did some covers for Deja Thoris, John Carter. So he did John Carter books. If you can find any of this style for Scotty Young, not the baby stuff, but this, hold.
Amen.
Hold.
Amen.
And do not sell this, guys. Do not sell. Hold.
Amen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Chris?
Yeah, this is I'm a big fan of Scotty Young. This kind of art from Scotty Young is some of my favorite. I dig it. I love it. And yeah, I wish I had a copy of this book.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Laura just said, if you come across some of the earlier Scotty Young books, especially like those 2010s, this type of style, even before that, I think what was it, 2004 when he was doing the Cable and Deadpool.
When
Those
did Middle West? When
Yeah,
did that come up?
Middle West absolutely exploded. Like,
Yeah.
I forgive me, guys. Don't get me wrong. I love Scotty Young's work, and one thing I've noticed, I'm in so many chats, whether it be on Telegrams, social media, you name it, where comic collectors are exchanging books, and you see the second the Scotty Young book is posted, that gets taken right away. There's no hesitation. People buy up Scotty Young immediately, and when you come across such books like this or earlier Scotty Young, like I prefer this style. I prefer this style. I prefer the stuff he did on Cable and Deadpool. I really like that work. That's me personally. Don't get me wrong. The kid stuff, the kiddie stuff, I guess we could say, that he has coming out now is still wonderful. People love it. They buy it up immediately. I collect them. I get them. Hey, I've got some Scotty Young books set aside for my kids. I had the opportunity to meet Scotty Young at Terrificon, and he is such a nice dude to just talk to.
He is.
And yeah, man, Scotty Young, no matter what, if you want to go back 2004, you want to talk Middle West, you want to talk 2010, you want to talk today's stuff, it immediately sells. Immediately. There's like, it barely stays.
But nothing
He
beats
did a-
Guardians of the Galaxy 25. That, in
Oh.
my opinion, is his, what do you call it? His crown jewel. If you can find one of those,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
like hitting the jackpot. It's perfect.
I don't
That
think
is
he did a-
accessibility is good too, huh?
He did a signing at Third Eye Comics out here in Maryland, and he took the time to really talk to everybody. He was
That's awesome.
so approachable, really, really nice guy. Really nice guy. Big talent, nice guy, big heart.
Yeah. And guys, let me tell you, there were big names there. Chris Claremont, Jim Lee, Scotty Young's line was just as big. I will tell you that. That was very impressive. I was happy for him. He's doing great. And I look forward to some of the, upcoming things we continue to get from Scotty. But if you find these older Scotty books, don't hesitate. Like Laura said, if you have them, hold. Say it again, Laura.
Hold. Do
There you
not sell these. Hold, for the love of God. I'm telling you, hold.
There you go. Agreed. Couldn't agree more. Marvel Adventures Spider-Man issue 59 by Marvel back in 2010 had a top sale for a raw near mint at $135.
I don't
Chris,
want to do the next one. I don't want to do the next one.
you have to. Let's talk about this.
I
Let's
don't
talk,
want to do the next.
Well-
Oh God.
talk
Here we
about
go.
it.
Rectum. I hardly even knew him. Rectum Erection number
Whoa.
1.
No, it's Rectum Erectum.
My man.
Rectum Erectum
Yeah.
number 1 by Boneyard Press in 1992. Okay, Rectum Erectum sounds like a bad Harry Potter spell. Rectum Erectum was number 1, was published by Boneyard Press in 1992 an underground comic publisher founded by Hart D. Fisher, known for pushing the limits of horror, satire, and shock. Holy crap. Look at this cover. Ugh.
The Donald Dick.
I'm uncomfortable with this on the screen.
Oh,
This
just
comic
do it.
featured grotesque humor and notorious cover parodying Mickey Mouse, a direct jab at Disney. While no known legal action was taken, Disney is infamous for protecting its IP, making behind-the-scene legal threats possible. Boneyard Press gained worldwide notoriety with Fisher's Jeffrey Dahmer and an unauthorized biography of a serial killer, which led to lawsuits from Dahmer's victims and families who won all the proceeds from the comic. The controversy landed Fisher on Jerry Springer, Larry King Live, and Entertainment Tonight, but it didn't stop him. He continued publishing and earned a spot on Hero Illustrated's top 100 most important people in comics. In 1993 and 1994, where he was called the most dangerous man in comics. Rectum Erectum was part of a wave of underground comics challenging censorship and corporate power, following in the rebellious tradition of Air Pirate Funnies, which was a limited print run. While this limited print run saw an all-time high sale this week of $200 for a very fine near mint raw copy, it remains an obscure and highly sought-after relic of outlaw and underground comics. Okay. This is why I've got a problem, okay?
Oh,
This guy, he may be the most dangerous man in comics, but it's very clear that he is desperate for attention. And if he were to get sued and all the money went back to Disney,
How did he not get sued? How
the
did he not?
publicity alone would be worth it, okay?
yeah.
So the reason why Disney didn't go after him probably is because they didn't want to give it the attention. And I can't imagine they really cared about the 150 podunk copies that he ran in his garage.
I don't know. I disagree. When I was in like second grade, our school did. Oh my God, our mascot. Who was the guy that wore the giant hat that had the beard? Shit.
Yosemite Sam?
Yes, we used him on our T-shirts, and we got sued by Disney.
No way.
They came and told us to get rid of all of our T-shirts, and we couldn't use him as our mascot anymore. So they care about the little guys. So the fact that they would
Yosemite
take this
Sam
image,
is a Looney Tunes character, though.
Well,
is
maybe
that not
it's 'cause-
Disney?
No, that's Warner Brothers.
No, then never mind. I have no point.
I'm
There it went.
sorry.
My
I'm sorry. Your
my
school got
point just
sued
went
for
out the
using a
window.
cartoon character.
Damn. Thanks, Chris.
Guys, I don't know if I've said this enough before, but I will say it with full confidence after this. I love our chat so much because the comments have been incredible since this one hit the screen. What
Yeah.
is going on?
I see. My favorite so far is Real Fake Comics. Put that one up there.
Hold on, where is it?
Go up.
Go up.
Yeah, you go. You got to go up.
Here, I'll do it. There you
Yeah, I
go.
got it, I
King
got it. Hold
Bone
on.
Willie.
There it is,
That
yes.
that is some funny stuff right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My hat's off to you, Real Fake Comics, because that's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't
Dana,
know.
I'm
Disney always
sorry.
seems like they're so like protective of their properties. I'm surprised they didn't get sued.
You know,
Yeah.
I think that Matt and John knew how uncomfortable I would be with this one. They actually messaged me and warned me that this was going to be on the list. They said, "You're going to have to say Rectum Erectum." And I'm like, "Oh, damn it."
You went a totally different route though when you kicked it off. You said something totally different, which I
did,
will always...
yeah. I said Rectum Erection, which is, I might as
better.
well say that. I mean, might as well.
Love it.
It's a
Chris,
blow book, said Joe.
Yep.
Nice, Joe. Nice redhead.
absolutely amazing. Guys, Rectum Erectum, #1, Boneyard Press, 1992, had a top sale for a raw near mint at $200. What a book. What a book. Laura, what's the last book on the list?
Yeah, let's keep going. And there's 91 of you in the chat right now. So make sure that you give the show a thumbs up if you haven't already. Sub the channel. That's how we know we're doing a good job. And Lando is just an incredible host. So make sure you show him some love afterwards. Leave a comment, all that jazz. Last shaker of the night. Warhammer Monthly #1 from Games Workshop back in 1998. The realm of tabletop gaming is another world of fandom that occasionally crosses over with comic books. Warhammer is a whole other level of tabletop gaming that has its own fandom. It isn't just a dice and miniature game. Since 1983, the lore from Warhammer has spawned comics, novels, and animated shorts. There is so much content that Warhammer even has its own streaming service. It is definitely an intimidating leap for your casual tabletop gamer, but die-hard fans cannot get enough of the war game. Fun fact, Warhammer was the first miniature war game to create and use proprietary models. Before this, miniatures were mostly interchangeable between games. To build on lore, Games Workshop released a comics anthology under their imprint Black Library, which ran for 86 issues and began with a promotional preview, Warhammer Monthly #0. Now, the reason this book had a record-breaking sale was because the cover features Captain Leonados, a well-known captain of the Blood Angel Space Marine faction, and it is the first full issue of the series. Warhammer has steadily been growing in popularity, hitting mainstream media like Amazon's anthology series Secret Level. Henry Cavill is also known to be working with Amazon Prime to develop an adaptation of the game. With so much going for it, a fan couldn't resist securing a copy of the CGC 9.8 graded issue for $805. This sale, for one of only 8 current 9.8 copies, according to the CGC census, will be interesting to keep an eye on, and we'll see what happens once Warhammer production comes to fruition.
Yep.
I struggled after Henry Cavill.
$805 is, that's like, 4 or 5 miniatures in the game. People who play this game are serious, man. They drop some money on this stuff. They have entire groups and just the Warhammer's no joke. It is not a cheap hobby. So yeah, I can see it going for this much. Absolutely.
So back to Henry. So he's gonna be working on this? Supposedly, maybe. Possibly.
I guess.
Is he connected with the potential movie?
Maybe with Amazon. It says he's working with Amazon Prime to develop it. So you put him on anything, sold.
Yeah, the stuff on Secret Level. I loved Secret Level, by the way. I don't know if you guys had the opportunity to check that out. Oh god,
yeah, I did.
So good. So
really,
good.
really good.
I want and need more. But Warhammer, even video games, the video game itself is just wicked fun, good times. If you like games like Gears of War, I think you would really enjoy Warhammer. For myself, it's very enjoyable. Am I a hardcore? No. Not something I was absolutely fanatic about. But Warhammer Monthly #1, this is a very interesting one. If you're a fan of Warhammer, definitely something you would want within your PC. But again, comes with a premium. What kind of a premium? Well, Warhammer Monthly #1, Games Workshop, 1998, had a top sale for a CGC 9.8 at $805. Now, guys, hang tight. That was the Shaker report on our behalf, but we're going to hit up some of the Shakers that happen daily here over on the Cover Price website. Now, before we get to it, Chris, do I do it?
I mean, Laura hasn't seen it yet.
Laura, this one's for you.
Shake it now, feel the beat, move it, shake it loud, on repeat, party started, never stop, shake it like nobody's watching, rock the top, shake it on the floor, it's the Shaker report, feel the vibe and let it transport, shake till you drop, hands in the air, the Shaker report, party everywhere.
Love it.
It's so bad it's good. So bad it's good. All right, friends. Take it away. Show us what's shaking daily over here.
All right. So we got Cover Price here. You can see you can get your own Cover Price merch, hats, hoodies, and all the goodies. And we'll go down here and click on this Daily Shakers. Now, the report that we read every Thursday is just like a highlighted capture of the Shakers report. And This updates multiple times a day because it is pulling live from multiple sales platforms and recording the sales in real time. These are not promoted books by us or the folks at Cover Price. These are live sales and raw data from the biggest sales platforms online. So we can see right here, Daily Shakers. We just had CGC 9.8 of Hulk 181 that went for $57,000, which is a two very affordable, slightly used Kias. And check this out. Here we go. Blonde in a Red Dress.
Yay!
We got Crime, Horror, and Terror by 1954. Beheading.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, there's a lot of beheading in this time period. Like, everybody's beheading their girlfriends.
So it's a blonde who was in a red dress, technically.
Yeah.
So a lot of repeats on here, but some of them are new. Like, I haven't seen this one before. This Teen Titans number 26.
Oh, that's dope.
This is the first appearance of the Guardian, the first black hero in DC Comics. That's pretty cool. So yeah, that's good.
You don't really see purple like that used in that time period. That's nice. I like it.
Yeah, look at this old X-Men right here. That's pretty cool. If you guys want to see anything, just let me know as I go. And I do have the chat up so I can see it.
Pull up the monsters. I'm just curious what it's doing right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to see.
It looks like a CGC 10.
We have a top sale, man.
Yeah, $2,000. CGC 10 sold for $2,000.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn. I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm okay with it. I think that Mark Spears is the
for sure. But
here you go. This is starting to crawl back up. It was $600 2 weeks ago. Now it's $800. Getting back up there.
Yeah.
Here we got. I think this is the first appearance of Pepe the Frog.
Mm-hmm.
And that's getting some attention right now because of politics.
Pepe.
Somebody's asking for Uncanny 129. Did we pass it?
I believe so.
Yeah, that was
there.
I can't see it. There it is, right there.
Yep.
Right? No, that's 94. Where was 129?
I don't know.
I didn't see.
I'm gonna need glasses here soon.
No, there's only one 129 on the page.
Bottom right, they're saying.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, there. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it's loading up for me. So this is the first appearance of Kitty Pryde and Emma Frost, cameo appearance of Sebastian Shaw. So this is had that Zerdy reprint not too long ago.
Yep.
This is a pretty hot book. I could definitely see Kitty Pryde and Emma Frost being key characters in the X-Men movies that are eventually going to come out, right?
Emma Frost, man, like casting's got to be on point for her.
Yeah, they got to get it right the first time, really.
Yeah,
you know
like
what I mean?
a strong character, but like sexy as hell.
Who do you think would be a good Emma Frost?
Marty. Honestly, I don't know, man.
I agree. Marty would be a great Emma Frost.
Yeah, I said strong character and sexy, but no, I don't know, man. It's really hard to think. I know everybody's go-to, people are going to be like, oh, Sydney Sweeney, because, they think of the upper portion rather than the acting. But it's tough, man. Who's the... I forgot her name, man. I don't know. I really don't know. It's hard to pick. I ain't good at casting.
Yeah. So we're going to go back up to the top, and I'm going to show only the all-time new highs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, please. My favorite. Let's go.
We got an old witching hour here.
Excuse me. What's going on with Walking Dead here? Store variant?
Oh, yeah. So we got the 15th anniversary variants, a couple of them. The fried pie variant, that's going for $600. Each of these sold for $600. That's pretty interesting.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's see, you got the Neil Adams Duke one right there. Joker Comics.
Can you go up one, Chris? Far right.
Nope, I'm not going to click on that.
Do it. Do it.
Are we not allowed to do that here?
Yes, we are.
I just, I don't.
Is it bad?
If it's on the site, it's making its way here. Let's go.
Right. I just want to see who. It looked like Bruce Timm, but I couldn't tell. It's Mike something.
Okay. Mike.
She's not showing anything. Her hand's covering it.
Exactly.
Right. You and your booby books, man. I can't take you anywhere. Jeez.
I have a thing.
I stand with Laura.
Oh. Okay, now that I see it up close, I'm not as impressed. But from far
I can't see it as well. Can you make it bigger?
No.
All right, check out this amazing Heroes one. This is pretty cool. You got Fantagraphics, right?
Yeah.
You got this is awesome. I like this right here. I like this one a lot. It's not even a key. It's just a cool cover.
Yeah.
Partridge Family.
Cool.
Yeah. Here's some Rick and Morty limited particulars.
Time out. Excuse me. Okay, that mini comic. Yeah, that mini comic sold for how much?
Yeah. $230 for 9.8.
Let me call my my presser and cleaner ASAP.
Yeah, all right.
Excuse me.
This is nuts. You can still get this game on the shelf right now for $39 at Walmart, and it's still got the comic in it.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I think you had to get it on release. I'm not too sure. I think all copies for sure must have them.
No, the one I only know this because I was just at Walmart yesterday, and they had a big stack of them, and they had just lowered the price to $39, and they all said comic included.
Whoa. Yeah, hello, let's buy them up.
Yeah.
Let's buy up the whole store.
Yeah, my God.
Look at this Rousing Little Green Man right here. That's pretty cool.
It is cool.
Is that Laura Croft?
Yes.
My oh my.
Tomb Raider Journey, Magic Planet German edition.
Foreigners. What's up?
All right, so this list gets updated multiple times a day, like I said. Oh, I gotta get this.
That Labyrinth book, man, like that's already selling for so much money. So this is the 1 in 25 that nobody ordered for issue number 6, and it's honestly it's flawless. It looks like a photo. Raza is the master of light. I stand by that. He's so good.
Someday my hair will be this good. Someday.
Such a good book.
Yeah, dude, the Raza is nuts.
Look at this. Look at another Raza right here. Do you okay? So here we go. We have a couple indicators here. Maybe we should be reading the tea leaves. So we got a Raza book here and a Raza book here. Should we be looking at Raza books? Could Raza be the next wave of Mark Spears books?
What was his first cover? Can you look that up real quick? I know I'm getting
Spotlight thing working. Maybe we can make a cover.
Perfect, Lando. Perfect.
It's the theme for both covers, man.
I'm just curious what his first comic cover was because I don't know, and I think that might be worth collecting if you can get your hands on it. Because he, like what Chris is saying, he's definitely growing in popularity. It's almost kind of like he fell off for a little while, but now he's back.
Yeah. I love these two covers, by the way. But the Labyrinth, wow, stunning.
It's perfect. It's perfect. But again,
Raza Murdoch, right?
I don't know.
It's got to be. There's got to be only one artist named Raza that spells it like that. Okay, so his first book was Moon Girl #1 from 2011. So let's just go check this out.
Really? I didn't know that was his first.
Moon Girl.
It can't be his first.
Yeah, it is. This is his first right here. First cover work according to Comic Book Invest. This is his first right here, and it's cheap. It's like $5.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like Raza. Can you click on it and make it bigger?
I could see it.
I can see it. I can see it. Hey, you know what? Hey, you got a free tip in the chat. Everybody go in, buy these up.
It's Moon Girl from Red 5 Publishing, not from... Oh, that's what this is.
Yeah.
Wait.
This is it.
Yeah, Red 5.
This is it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is it. Yeah. And they also did Atomic Robo right around, which was a free comic book day cover right around the same time. So this is his first appearance. Look, we can see the recorded sales. Looks like the average sales go for less than $20. I think that this is a buy. I think that if you can find this, that you get this, and I'm probably going to buy one right after the show.
You're a big fan of that, Chris. You've even said this when Mark Spears started to explode. You said like, you guys, we should be checking out some of the first Mark Spears covers, art, etc. And
and now look at Ultiman. Ultiman is like a $200 book now.
Yeah.
So this is interesting. And you got to find the right one though, because it's not Marvel's Moon Girl. It's Red 5 comic.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, there we go. Look at that. Very fine near mint, $8. I'm buying it.
He's already buying. This guy's doing the shakers and buying at the same time.
That's right. Oh, out of stock. Damn it. Who beat me? Rudy, was that you?
I literally went online too to get the same one and it's gone. I was like, damn it, somebody did this while we were live.
Love it. Well,
okay. You guys took the note from me. That's fine. You guys got it before I did. I'm okay with that because you're gonna get a good investment. But everybody else, keep an eye out for this book. Okay? It's gonna keep coming up for the next couple weeks. You're gonna see it like, for $5-10 here and there. Just grab it. And before you know it, Raza's covers are going to be, money, top tens. I can see those indicators already because he has that art style that is very popular. That Mark Spears has really brought into the forefront of the industry, in my personal opinion.
Yeah. Well, interesting, man. I think that's a nice high to end it off on, because you just gave everybody a nice tip. Somebody bought it from under your nose, under Laura's nose.
Anyway, I should have asked about this after the show was over. Damn it!
I love it.
Okay.
Love it. Nice cover. Very nice.
Yeah. Cool stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, guys. That was the show. That was Laura's first read in quite some time.
Yeah.
2025 as well. So super excited. Thank you so much for coming and joining us tonight. You have no idea how much it means to myself, to Chris, and the chat. Clearly the chat was loving it. But before we say bye, let's go around the horn. Chris, take it away.
This show is therapy to me. I love it. I dig it. I like speculating on books and buying and selling and all that kind of stuff. I love it. I dig it. This is part of my the way that I really stress. So I'm happy to hang out with you guys. Lando, I hope that things are going okay up there in America's hat, and watching it, looking out for you guys, reading the news, and just hoping that things calm down so that we can be brothers without having to worry about tariffs.
Yeah,
and
we're always brothers. I don't care about this shit.
Yeah. And Laura, I'm so happy that you were here to listen to me have to read Rectum Erectum.
Me too. That goes both ways.
Thanks, Hyper Combo Comics.
Yes.
But yeah, thanks for helping us out. I love hanging out with you guys, and Laura, thank you so much.
Yeah, no, this is fun. This is a good time. I only messed up like 4 times. It's not that bad.
You messed up 0 times. The fact you were even here tonight, thank you so much. I had to hit up some of those videos. Guys, we don't get the chance to do this to Laura, so we are going to take advantage every time we do get the opportunity. But Laura, man, thank you so much again. Chris as well, thank you so much. Chat, thank you so much for coming to hang out with us, see what we're shaking this week. Don't forget, hit the like, comment, subscribe, do all of that fun stuff. We'll be back next Tuesday where we leave the multiverse, and then Laura, well, she gets to poke fun at us. Kind of like
get you back too. I'm gonna wait. One stumble.
I'm mortified. I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know.
Happy anniversary, Lando.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, let's just end on that and forget about Tuesday. But no, come on Tuesday. Come and join us Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Top 10. And then we'll be back again for the Shakers next Thursday.
Hit that bell icon with your big old toe thumb.
Oh,
Do it.
Can't unsee that. Have a good night, guys. Adios.
For the entire crew, this is Tebow saying keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.
You're still live, Lando. Still live.
Guys, thank you. I love you. Peace.
Still live.